Welcome to Plathville. Olivia blasts Kim, used her to secure TLC show? Welcome to Plathville. Celeb Olivia Plath was the family scapegoat throughout all of season 6. Recently, Olivia clapped back at Kim Plath, alleging that Kim used Olivia to secure the family TLC show. So, what did Olivia have to say? Welcome to Plathville. Plath family threw Olivia Plath under the bus with the conclusion of Welcome to Plathville season 6. The most recent season was essentially Bash Olivia season. While Olivia does have her share of haters, most viewers agree that the entire Plath family made Olivia the scapegoat following the split with Ethan. What made this worse was the fact that Olivia Plath was not even there to defend herself against the vitriol in Welcome to Plathville season 6 scenes. Even newcomer Veronica Peters joined in, throwing Olivia under the bus and bonding with Barry Plath over narcissist Olivia. Olivia Plath blasts Kim Plath in public rant. As longtime Welcome to Plathville fans know, Olivia Plath and Kim Plath may have been close years ago, but that is absolutely not the case today. Recently, Olivia had some biting words for Kim in a public rant, and Ethan's ex did not hold back. A Welcome to Plathville commenter accused Olivia of using her marriage for clout, and this opened a can of worms in the comments from Olivia. Ethan's ex said, "So insane that I got engaged before the show was a concept and married before the show even started her." Olivia went on, adding, "Also insane that my ex Emil wanted a show so badly that she had a production company come shoot my wedding for a TLC promo but didn't ask me or tell me because she thought I'd say no." Finishing off with the incendiary allegations, Olivia Plath said, "And even more insane that she used my wedding and the start of my marriage for clout, a show for which she got paid but negotiated me out of contract so that I didn't." Welcome to Plathville. Olivia exposing clout chaser Kim? Not long ago, Welcome to Plathville fans finishing off with the incendiary allegations, Olivia Plath said, "And even more insane that she used my wedding and the start of my marriage for clout, a show for which she got paid but negotiated me out of contract so that I didn't." Welcome to Plathville. Olivia exposing clout chaser Kim? Not long ago, Welcome to Plathville fans threw Kim Plath under the bus for teasing a potential future wedding to Ken Palmer at the end of season 6. Many called her out for being desperate to secure another TLC season. When you add to that the alleged tea from Olivia, it certainly paints the picture of someone willing to do whatever it takes to secure airtime. In the past, Olivia has even accused Kim of doing things like using Ethan's credit cards and more. Most viewers already don't trust Kim as far as they can throw her, and these recent allegations from Olivia certainly add to that current narrative. "I've changed my mind. I think Kim Plath is the real villain on Welcome to Plathville, not Mariah Plath. Let's be honest, for a long time, I, like many viewers of Welcome to Plathville, pointed the finger squarely at Mariah Plath. She was the one who left. She was the one who pushed boundaries. She was the one who wore crop tops, dated outside the bubble, and challenged the family's rigid structure on camera. She became the lightning rod for controversy, especially among fans who believed the Plath family's conservative, faith-based lifestyle was something to be preserved or at least respected. Mariah was painted as the rebel, the ungrateful daughter, the prodigal child who turned her back on family values. But after re-watching seasons, reading interviews, listening to podcasts, and most importantly, paying attention to what wasn't being said, I've changed my mind. Kim Plath isn't just a strict mom. She isn't just a helicopter parent or a traditional Southern mom with high standards. Kim Plath is the architect of dysfunction on Welcome to Plathville. She is the real villain not because she yells or throws tantrums, though she does, but because she weaponizes love, faith, guilt, and control to keep her children emotionally tethered while pretending she's setting them free. Let's start with control. Kim didn't just raise her kids, she curated them. Every haircut, every outfit, every social interaction, every word spoken to the camera, it was all filtered through her approval. The kids weren't allowed to have phones until their late teens. They weren't allowed to watch mainstream TV. They weren't allowed to date unless it was approved. Mariah wasn't the first to chafe under this. Micah, Ethan, Lydia, they all showed signs of quiet rebellion or emotional withdrawal. But Mariah was the first to say, out loud, "This is not okay." And what did Kim do? She didn't reflect. She didn't soften. She doubled down. She framed Mariah's independence as betrayal. She used scripture to guilt-trip her. She made tearful speeches about protecting her children while simultaneously refusing to acknowledge that protection shouldn't mean imprisonment. Kim's version of motherhood wasn't about raising adults, it was about maintaining a perfect image. The Plath family wasn't a family, it was a brand. And Mariah threatened the brand. Kim's manipulation isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. A sigh. A disappointed look. A passive-aggressive comment disguised as concern. "I just want what's best for you. I'm praying for you. You're breaking my heart." These phrases, repeated over and over, aren't expressions of love, they're tools of emotional coercion. They're meant to make Mariah and the other kids feel like their autonomy is a sin. Like wanting to experience the world is a personal attack on their mother. And then there's the favoritism. Oh, the favoritism. Kim doesn't treat her children equally, she treats them according to how well they perform her version of obedience. Ethan, the golden child until he started dating Olivia and showing signs of independence. Then, suddenly, he was being influenced. Mariah, demonized the moment she cut her hair. Micah, treated like a project, praised when compliant, ignored or scolded when he shows emotion. Isaac, barely acknowledged unless he's doing something impressive. The girls, expected to be demure, quiet, and endlessly grateful. The boys, expected to be strong, silent, and unquestioning. Kim doesn't want obedient children, she wants props. Props in her curated Instagram feed. Props in her homeschooling success story. Props in her Christian influencer narrative. When those props start talking back, start moving on their own, she doesn't know how to handle it. So she labels it rebellion. She calls it worldly influence. She blames music, boyfriends, Los Angeles, TikTok, anything but herself. And here's the thing, Kim knows better. She's not naive. She's not some sheltered country mom who doesn't understand the modern world. She's a businesswoman. She's savvy. She understands branding, marketing, optics. She knew exactly what she was doing when she signed her family up for a reality show. She knew the cameras would capture tension. She knew viewers would pick sides. And she positioned herself brilliantly, ruthlessly as the martyr. The suffering mother. The one who gave everything only to be rejected. But martyrdom is a performance. And Kim's performance is Oscar-worthy. Let's talk about Mariah for a second, because this isn't about vilifying her. Mariah isn't perfect. She's made mistakes. She's been impulsive. She's been messy. She's been inconsistent. But here's what she's also been: honest, brave, self-aware. She didn't leave the family because she hated them, she left because she loved herself enough to survive. She didn't reject her faith, she questioned it, which is the healthiest thing any believer can do. She didn't turn her back on her siblings, she tried, repeatedly, to connect with them, even when they were used as pawns against her. Mariah's villain era was manufactured. It was edited. It was encouraged. Reality TV thrives on conflict, and Kim understood that. She played into it. She stoked it. She gave producers exactly what they wanted, drama wrapped in scripture. And Mariah, young, emotional, raw, became the scapegoat. But the real villainy isn't in the yelling or the crying or the dramatic exits. It's in the quiet moments. The moments when Kim convinces Micah that moving out is disrespectful. The moments when she tells Lydia that wearing a swimsuit is immodest. The moments when she implies that Ethan's relationship with Olivia is distracting him from God. The moments when she frames normal teenage development as moral failure. Kim doesn't see her children as individuals, she sees them as extensions of herself. Their successes are her successes. Their failures are her failures. Their choices are reflections of her parenting. And that's the core of the problem. Kim's identity is so entangled with her role as mother of the Plath children that she cannot allow them to become their own people. To do so would mean her identity collapses. And she will do anything, manipulate, guilt, isolate, perform, to prevent that collapse. Even if it means losing them. And she is losing them. Slowly, surely. Ethan is pulling away. Micah is finding his voice. Mariah is thriving without her. Even Isaac, the quiet one, is starting to ask questions. The illusion of the perfect Plath family is cracking, and Kim's response isn't to adapt, but to cling harder. To pray louder. To post more Bible verses. To double down on control disguised as care. That's not love. That's ownership. I used to think Mariah was selfish for leaving. Now I see she was self-preserving. I used to think Kim was just old-fashioned. Now I see she's emotionally manipulative. I used to think the show was about a family navigating modern life with faith. Now I see it's about a woman desperately trying to maintain control in a world that's moving too fast for her and using her children as collateral. Kim Plath is the villain not because she's evil, but because she refuses to see how her love has become a cage. And until she does, the damage will continue. Not just to Mariah, but to every child in that house who's been taught that obedience is holier than authenticity, that image is more important than honesty, and that a mother's approval is more valuable than their own voice. Welcome to Plathville isn't a show about rebellion. It's a show about liberation. And the real villain isn't the daughter who walked away, it's the mother who won't let go. So yes, I've changed my mind. Mariah isn't the problem. Kim is. And until viewers, and Kim herself, are willing to admit that, the Plath children will keep paying the price.